Good day everyone. So this time we will report all about social responsible teacher, oral and ethical. So for our topic, we will going to apply the code of ethics for professional teachers in given situation and develop a concept map our social responsible teachers. So, you know what guys, this topic is very important since there are many experience challenges in our school today. So we should be bounded with different Republic Acts and formalizing the laws and covering and protecting the teachers. So first, we're going to define what do you mean by the word ethics. So, ethics are actually refers to a system of principles of conduct that guide the behavior of a person. So every one of us has a different ethics and everyone organizations. So meaning again, when you say ethics, it is reference to the principles of conducting or that guide the behavior of a person. So in every organization, we should have this what we call ethics. Second one is moral. So when we say moral, our values related to a system of beliefs, maybe it's really just system or political system. So again, moral is different from ethics. It because moral focuses on the values related to a system of beliefs. While morality refers to a subset of illegal rules of special importance, moral rules are often the basis for the rules of society, so it refers to the good or bad. It because again with as immorality refers to a subset of ethical rules of special importance. So next is
Now, we will going to encounter these three stages of morality. Number 1 is morality of self-interest, meaning it is characterized by doing the act or the behavior to gain rewards or avoid punishment. So, it's up to us what is our morality of self-interest. For example, I have a quiz so that I need to review to get a high score. Because if I cheat to my seatmate, then the teacher caught me, my score is totally 0. And at the same time, I will be embarrassed. So, it means it's up to me if I review my notes to get a high score or I will get the 0 score or the punishment comes from my teacher because she caught me in the quiz. Second stage is morality of law and social rules. So, when the action or behavior of the individual is determined by the rule and of authority, meaning people's actions are motivated by obedience and respect for law. Meaning, we are all surrounded or bounded by law and social rules. So, our action and behavior should be determined by the rule and authority. For example, here in the Philippines, we have our president. We have to follow the rules he makes or she makes and respect it because if we don't, we can be in jail or to be punished. Third stage of morality is morality of abstract principle. It means it is exhibited by the people who assume personal responsibility in their behavior. So, their behavior is guided by their ethical principle and moral. For example, the teachers know already to observe and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values that there is no need to tell them anymore because they already know it and they also need to follow it.
So I will discuss to you the ethical standards for teachers. So what is the meaning of ethical standards for teachers? Ethical standards for teachers means members express their commitment to students' well-being and learning through positive influence, professional judgment, and empathy in practice. So we have the 4 ethical standards for teachers, which are the respect, integrity, care, and trust. The number 1 is respect. Teachers need to demonstrate respect for spiritual and cultural values, diversity, social justice, freedom, and democracy. So, it is the most highest ethical standards for teachers should be imposed in themselves. Also, we need to demonstrate respect not only for ourselves but also for the social cultural values, diversity, social justice, freedom, and democracy. The second one is integrity. Integrity means that being honest, reliable, and morally upright. So as a future educator, we should have that kind of attitude so that our students can apply it to themselves. Next is care. We should provide a caring commitment where the students would feel valued and accepted. So it is very important to have care to our students so that they can feel the love.
Fourth ethical standards is trust. Trust means being fair, honest, and being open to people. So meaning if you will become a teacher, you should be fair in your judging and everything you do, being honest and being open to your students. Okay.
Responsible teachers have an ethical and moral. As teachers, we must possess to have respect, handle matter, good relationship to others, and give special attention. It can help to model strong character traits with the others. It also promotes mutual respect and trust to your colleagues. As we all know, that the teachers are responsible to guide and to teach the children. This means that the teacher provides nurturing and welcoming learning environment for all her students. You can prove to yourself that you are effective teacher if your students are practicing to learn or memorize the moral and ethical. If you want to be socially responsible teacher, you must practice or to follow the personal qualities of a teacher and other theory of responsible teacher. For you to have a good guide, you must also read the code of ethics for you to have guide to become a good responsible teacher. Okay, so this time we will proceed with our different code of ethics. When we say code of ethics, it is viewed as the hallmark of professional maturity. It also provides guidance on decision making. So as the future teachers and already in position, we should familiarize with the code of ethics.
So number 1, Code of Ethics Resolution number 435 series of 1997, our permeable.
So teachers are dually professional licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble professions. And they are strictly adhere to observe. We wrote this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values.
So, if you take a look at the words used here in the preamble, we may say that the society or this court expect too much from teachers and that all these things are very idealistic. But you know whether we like it or not, when you become teachers, then you will the subject out of scrutiny and to praises, and you will considered not an ordinary individual but person who impacts positively the lives of the students. So far you to be such because you positively impact the lives of the students. Then people will expect too much from you. So first, you must be a licensed professional. So a teacher who is not a graduated of BSE or BPE programs but did not pass the licensure exam, then he or she will not be considered a teacher. A professional teacher for that matter may be a parent teacher but not a teacher. If this is the first criterion, you have to be jelly licensed. You have to be a license holder. You have to pass your LET. But more than that, more than that documents, then you must possess dignity. You must be dignified. You must have any questionable credibility and reputation. You must have high moral values in your actions. Your words or the way you talk or the way you act should be within the boundaries of morality. Okay? And at the same time, you must also should be technically and professionally competent. You know everything about the teaching profession, and you know the technicalities, and you know the professional competence that we have. You know what you teach, and you are a master of your own subject area. You know how to make difficult subject easy for the students. You know everything about your subjects, okay? And also, you must have to adhere to observe the practice ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. Alright, now we proceed to the Articles 1, which will be about the scope and the limitation of the code. So, Section 1 to tell us that the Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all competent teachers. So, meaning, all TEIs, teacher education institution, must offer quality education. Two would be teacher, because when the school gives quality to the students, then the school produce quality students and quality teachers later on. And if the quality teachers will be teaching, they will be producing quality students. Because if you are a teachers, whether you like it or not, a lot of times you are a reflection your students' abilities in competence. That's why they say, tell me who your teachers are, and I will tell you the kind of students you are. Alright, so at the same time, in the school in the Philippines, meaning all teachers in the basic education, meaning elementary and high school or in the college, are all private and public, are all covered by the code. Okay, you have to follow what the code says. So now, Section 2. This code covers all public and private teachers in all educational institutions. And like what I said, you are a teacher or future educator, and you are at this code is applicable to you. If you are a teacher of either public or private school, if you are an academic teacher, meaning you are a teacher in a regular school teaching academic subjects, you are a vocational teacher, meaning you are teaching technical vocational skills to your students, or maybe you are a special education teacher, you are the teaching pupils or students with giftedness and with the disabilities, or you are teaching students with special needs, or you may be a technical teacher or a non-formal education teacher. Maybe you are a teacher of an alternative learning system, and you are visiting out schools use and will encourage visiting them to enrolling hours, then you are covered by the code. This code is also applicable to all industrial arts teachers and vocational teachers, and this code is also applicable to all persons performing supervisory or administrative function. So meaning the school administrators, school principals, school master teachers, or head teachers, they are all covered by the code. Alright, or everyone who is performing supervisory and administrative functions. Article 2 of the Code of Ethics will be about the teacher in the states, or the relationship of the teachers and states. So, Section 1 will tell us that the schools are nurseries of the future citizens of the states, and when we speak of nurseries like that of plant nurseries, it's where plants and rules and given time and protection for these plants in trees to grow, and schools are linking to that flat merchants, because it is the school where the young minds, the children and the young adults are taught, given ample opportunities to grow, to decide for themselves, to live the life that they desire. Okay, it's where they are given opportunities to grow, and at the same time it is the school where the children and the young adults are given or are instilled with patriotism and nationalism. And other than that, the teacher in the school are also expected to teach not only pieces of information but of values and of morals that the students or the learners needs in order for them not only to become patriotic, but for them to become kind and to be empathic and to be good to everyone around them, because education is not only about giving students pieces of information, it's not only about making them knowledgeable but education is more of teaching students to be good and to be kind to everyone around. Alright, and that is what section 1 will tell us. Now, Section 3, on the other hand, say that in the interest of the states and the Filipinos people, as much as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. So, how could teacher gives his best, his disability, and how could a teacher show his full potential to students if the teacher is not fit in all aspects? Physical fit, you must be healthy, you must have a good voice, you should not be an illness in the throat, you must not have an illness that would block you from teaching students, will block you from giving students what they are to know. Next, section 5 of the same article will tell us that a teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or other participant interests, and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, collect, or receive any money or service or other valuable materials from any person or entity for such purpose. Okay, let's try to divide the lengthy profession into simpler. Then una, sabi dyan, we should not that issue should not take advantage of his or her position to promote something of his personal interest. You are not allowed to use the positions and power to campaign for any political figure or political party. Okay, if I am a teacher and my father is running for mayor, then I do not have the right to campaign for my father, my political preference, because I am a teacher. My political preferences should be secret, should not be revealed. I should be, look, I'm biased, right? And I should not tell other people to vote for this one, because I believe that this person was positively impact the society. I didn't not have the right to do such, and I don't have the right to do for my students and tell them, like, example, you will fail if you will not be voting for this person. This person is my friend, he is my family members, he is our relatives. You're not allowed to do such. And if there are teacher, you are campaigning for any political parties or for any political figure, then that teacher is not professional teachers. Okay, your political color must not be seen by everyone, that is a section 5. Next, section 6 of articles 2 will tell us that every teacher shall vote and so exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibilities. Teachers, though their political colors are not shown, though they are not allowed to campaign for people, but they are allowed right to suffrage. They also have rights to vote. That that's why during election, teachers are also serving would really leave their post for a few minutes and would vote for the person that they would think ay nakakatulong din talaga sa isang community. Okay, they have the rights to do that. Section 7, in connection sa previous section, sabi dito the teacher shall not use his power or official authority to influence or to coerce any other person to follow any political cause of action. Alright, it says the teacher shall not engage directly or indirectly in politics. Teachers are not supposed to be convincing people to vote for someone else, okay? And the teachers should not participate in any rallies about the government, about the politics, about politicians. They are not allowed to join any rallies, or any action that would be against any political figure or any political party. Okay, that's the section 7. Section 8. This is the last section of the Articles 2. It says that every person shall enjoy academic freedom and should have privilege to expand the product of his research and investigations, provided if the results are imminent or inimical to the declare of policies of the states, they shall be brought to proper authorities for appropriate remedial action. So teachers have academic freedom. They have to enjoy academic freedom. The academic freedom is the right of the teacher to conduct their own research investigations. About the problem or about an issue or about the project, they have the right to conduct as many resources as possible, but I would like to really treat the academic freedom is not absolutely. It has limitation. Ang isang limitation say that if the findings are the result should be given to proper authorities for appropriate action. But if the result of the research will be beneficial to the states and to the schools, it's only then the time that the results will be published, will be promulgate, will be applied. But if not, then it will be the otherwise. Alright, so that is the last section of the Articles 2 of the Code of Ethics.